what we continue to talk about, Claudia and I, is about conscious evolution. And she was talking about the Accelerated Conscious Evolution class, the ACE program, right? Who doesn't want to be an ACE, right? It was really transformational for some people in that class. And we believe that if you haven't attended those kinds of classes before, where we really kind of map out the levels of consciousness and those things, you can kind of see how you can take this journey and how you are journeying. So that kind of plays into the conversation today. The theme this month has been about peace. And, the overriding question for most people in the world today is, how can I find peace? Yes? How can I find peace? And so today, when we look out on the worldscape, when we look out on the dreamscape, and that's a perfect song for the conversation, because we say, well, and you've heard us say this before, that you're just really kind of experiencing an illusion. Well, it doesn't feel like an illusion most of the time. And then we say, well, you're just dreaming, right? Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a dream, right? But neither did the dream you were having all night long last night while you were in it, until you woke up, till you started to see things from a new place, in a new way, till you began to be able to step back from the dream itself and to begin to see it in a new light, a light of a different consciousness, a different state of mind. So that's really what the teaching that we've been sharing, what it leads to is ultimately you beginning to discover who you are. Because when I'm dreaming at night, I'm really confused about who I am. I have completely forgotten about my real life, my life with you, right? My life here in this community, and my life in Toledo, and my life with Claudia. I can have dreams and she's not in that dream. I'm not even conscious of her. I'm not conscious of you. I'm not conscious of Toledo. Don't even know where I'm at. I'm conscious of my drama, and I'm dealing with my drama. And so when I wake up, I literally experience a whole new consciousness, a whole new state of awareness, if you will. So the overriding question really is who am I, right? So today, in our brief journey, and we'll be out of here about 2 o'clock for sure, okay? Who am I is the question that really ultimately must be answered, right? So today I kind of want to address that, and one of the main things that we've been convinced of, that we keep hearing again and again and again, the world presents it to us, and everything we experience presents us to it, is that this is me, that I am a body, that I live and reside in this body, and my life actually depends on this body. So it begins to feel like, if you will, and I begin to experience life through the senses of the body, and that the body is me. So I've got to take care of this body, and all of my focus is taking care of the body. And then if something goes wrong with the body, well, it's managing me. I'm not managing it. I mean, it could, at any moment's notice, it could die. It could develop a disease. It could do things to me that I'm totally have no control of. So the body then is the cause, and I am the effect, yes? I mean, that's certainly the way it appears, right? It's absolutely the way it appears. So the body constantly gets my attention, because if I don't take care of it, it being the cause and me being its effect, it's in control. And it's been presenting that to me my entire life. And the world, all of you, right, would agree with that, right? We all experience it this way. So I really want to introduce something maybe as a new concept for you. I really want to introduce you to your true self. So I got a picture here of this is who you really are. Yeah, you did know it. That's right. Joy said I knew it. You are superhuman. You're actually the hero. You've always been the central figure of your own life, have you not? Haven't you been the hero of your own life? Hasn't everything always been on you? I mean, yeah, other people come around and help you out or mess you up, right? But you're really the hero, right? And the body's the hero, because the body's taking care of you. right? The body's doing what it's doing, and as long as you take care of it, it'll take care of you. And so the body kind of becomes the hero. But what I want to introduce you to is the truth is that you're the hero. Actually, you're more than a hero, you're a superhero. You're a superhero. So let's think for a moment. Now, if I was a superhero and I am absolutely invincible, do I need to protect myself from anything? Think about it now. You're invulnerable. Is there anything that you would be afraid of? Let's be honest. What are you thinking? Are you thinking, well, that's like comic book stuff, because I'm not really a superhero. I'm not really invulnerable. I'm here to tell you, you need to take another look at yourself. You are, in fact, a superhero. And if you're a superhero and if you're invulnerable, can you love defenselessly? Absolutely. You can just love, you can just do, you can be. Nothing can harm you. And if you really begin to accept that as the truth about yourself, you wouldn't be afraid of anything because you're invulnerable. And it looks like a really, really big leap to be a superhero, but even superheroes sometimes appear to be getting in trouble, right? So I've got a real short movie clip that I want to share with you.
You diseased maniac. Do you really think you could hide it from me by encasing it in lead? I'll mold this box into your prison bars. Don't touch that.
I told you. It's kryptonite, Superman. Little souvenir from the old hometown. I've spared no expense to make you feel right at home. You were great in your day, Superman. But it just stands to reason. When it came time to cash in your chips, it's opened. A diseased maniac would be your banker. Mind over muscle?
So even the superhuman, totally invulnerable Superman had a weakness. Are you clear about the truth that you are superhuman? You're superhero? And if you are, have you ever pondered the question, what is my weakness? You may think it's the body. But if you're a superhero, the body's not a concern. You may think it's love, that you're vulnerable to love. But if you're a superhero, you're not vulnerable to love. You may think it's fear, that you're vulnerable to fear. But if you're a superhero, you're not vulnerable to fear. It's not possible. Because with absolute certainty of who you are and what you are, fear can't ever enter your mind. It's not possible. But as the example of the little clip I shared with you, we do have a weakness, but we're not always conscious of it. And we're not always good at recognizing it. So would you like to know what your weakness is? Say yes? Some people don't want to know. You're not capable of telling the difference between truth and lies. When somebody lies to you, you don't always know it. When somebody tells you that you're weak, you believe it. When somebody tells you that you're small, you believe it. When somebody tells you that you're going to die, you believe a lie. There are those who have come and told us the truth. We follow their teachings to a point. But that was for them. It wasn't for us. They were superheroes. We're not superheroes. We're not sure of that. The truth is very difficult to accept because we've already accepted so many lies that run counter to the truth of what we are. So I'll share a truth with you this morning or two. You're perfect. Be with that for a second. As hard as it may be for you to believe because you're under the influence of kryptonite, you are perfect. And as your mind goes racing about all the things that convince you that you couldn't possibly be perfect, they're all lies. And not only do we believe the lies that other people tell us, but more than anything else, we believe the lies that we tell ourselves. So once again, you're perfect. Absolutely perfect. Neither behind the point of perfection nor advancing toward it. Another class isn't going to do it for you. Yes, we want you to come and join us in our classes because we're trying to help you see that the lies that you've been told about yourself and that you're telling yourself are just that. They're just lies. They have no power over you. No power whatsoever. How do we know that? Because you are an extension of the source of all that is. You are an extension of the most powerful energy that has ever been created. You are love. And nothing can trump love. Even in all of our videos and movies of all of our heroes, superheroes, and villains, ultimately love wins out, doesn't it? Ultimately, we always come to the end and discover that, believe it or not, no matter how dire it seems, everything always works out. No matter how big the challenge is in your life today or somebody that you love and care about, no matter how big the challenge is, it's going to work out. And to believe that it won't work out is a lie. The truth itself is so simple that we just cannot accept it because we've got a whole pocket full of evidence that it's not actually real for us. It's okay for everybody else. All their stuff always works out, but my stuff is, because I'm special. I got special problems. And people will line up with you and go, oh, poor you. Oh, yeah, I get it. Oh, man, that's terrible. Oh, God, how are you dealing with that? Oh, that's horrible. What if they were to say, how could you have a problem? Did you forget that you're a superhero? Have you noticed that when you watch the movies, especially this one, I thought it was really interesting. This one goes back, I can't even remember the year now, 82, wasn't it? Yeah. Which was the year you graduated, wasn't it? I was sitting at a table last night with big 82 on the table. Yeah. If you watch the movie, you'd see when he would change to Clark Kent, he'd put on his glasses and he would shrink. He would be small. He was acting small. Have you been acting small? Have you let somebody convince you that you are small, and because somebody said you're small, now you're playing your role? Lord knows I played that role for so many decades. So many decades. I'm trying to bust out. I'm trying to get it. I'm ready to put. I started to put on a Superman costume and come in today, but I thought, well, I'm playing small. Because I don't want you to judge me, right? You don't want anybody to judge you, right? So these guys do the theater and they put on the costumes and they play different roles, and while they're playing those roles, that's who we see them as. But you know what? You can be anybody you want to be. You can even be who you really are. You can be superhuman. you can be a superhero. Because in truth, that's what you are. So when the lies start to come into your mind, as they always do, and you start to remember your past, your self-judgment or the judgment of others in your life, put your cape on, right? Put your cape on, look at yourself in the mirror, and admit the truth about yourself that I am perfect. Neither behind the point of perfection nor advancing toward it. I don't need to be afraid anymore because fear is a lie. Fear is the kryptonite. Fear is my weakness. Lies are my weakness. And I'm going to quit lying to myself. If you leave here and go through this week and don't lie to yourself all week, when you come in next week, you may be wearing the Superman costume. Because to begin to live like that is to change every experience that you have. And how do we know that? Because you are the one, because you're a superhero, that's creating the very experience that you're having. If you don't know that, and that's a spiritual truth that will amaze you once you actually grasp it. If you don't recognize that when you play small, the world says you're small because you live in a reflective universe. You're not experiencing something that's coming at you. You're not the effect. You're the cause. The superhuman hero is the cause. You are the perfect child of God. You are holy. That doesn't mean that you've got this halo on and people are going to follow around behind you because you put on your cape. A holy person is simply an incredible friend. When you see somebody that has a need, you go help them out. And you don't look and, oh, I don't know if I got it. I may have to spend that money next week. I can't. You're playing small again. You're listening to a lie that your abundance is determined by how much money there is in the bank or how much money you got in your pocketbook. Lies will keep you small. When you start admitting how powerful you are, if somebody needs something, you give it to them because you keep what you give. When you give love, you will start noticing people just walking up to you and loving on you. So I want you to practice an exercise with me right now, every one of us in here. You know, it's really easy when we get angry to tell somebody that we hate them. It's really easy. It just blows right out. And it's really easy to say that I hate this or I hate that because it's bothering me or it's causing me a problem or it's controlling me. So I'm looking at the outer condition to determines my happiness, that the outer condition determines my happiness. What a lie, a horrible lie. So I would like for you, if you would, to simply, and I don't care where you are and who you're sitting by, but to simply turn to the person next to you and look at them in the eye and simply say 3 words. I love you. Please do that right now. Love is a vibration. And it's a vibration that you can begin to recognize because you'll know when you're in love, when the object of your affection is experiencing your full appreciation. You're not holding anything back. You're living life defenselessly. You're becoming your true self, the superhero that you are. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And so when the vibration comes, you'll know it. You can sense it, you can feel it, and you will begin to see it change your life. Instead of you saying, I need love, you'll be going, I can't believe how much I am loved. As soon as you start loving other people, as soon as you start wielding your superpower, becoming the perfect, holy person that you absolutely are, no longer playing small, the world will open up, embrace you, and never, ever, ever cause you to doubt yourself again. You are the hero of the dream. And it's your dream. I want to share something with you from A Course in Miracles. This comes from the textbook in A Course in Miracles called The Hero of the Dream. Into eternity, where all is love, there crept a tiny, mad idea. An idea of separation, an idea of illusion, at which the Son of God, that's you, remembered not to laugh. Have you ever had one of those days where you thought it was impossible to laugh? You forgot to put your cape on when you got up that morning? This timelessness, a timelessness in which is time made real, we're the ones making it real. A part of God which can attack itself. That would be you attacking someone else or someone else attacking you. We are all a part of God. We are all perfect. And we are all vulnerable. A separate brother as an enemy, a mind within a body. Those are all illusions. The dreaming of the world takes many forms because the body seeks in many ways to prove that it is autonomous and real. The body wants you to believe that it is the cause and you are its effect. The body's serial adventures from the time of birth to dying is the theme of every dream that the world has ever had. Dream after dream after dream. But the hero of this dream will never change, nor will its purpose, because the hero of that dream is the body. The body's trying to convince you that it's controlling you, that it owns you, and that you live within it, which has never been true. Taught in many ways, this single lesson does it try to teach again and still again and yet once more that it, the body, is cause and not effect. And you are its effect and cannot be its cause. The secret of salvation, however, is just this, that you are doing this unto yourself. Take back your power, my brothers and sisters. Begin to realize how powerful you are. This is the obvious, a secret kept from no one but yourself. This is the only secret yet to learn. That you have always been the superhero. Don't ever let anybody, ever again, put kryptonite around your neck, confuse you, and cause you to doubt for one instant that what you see yourself doing, the visions that you have, the play, the fun, the imagination, the creativity, all of it is within your grasp. You have created a sea of potential. Not one is good and not one is bad. You have created a sea of potential, and you can pick up any one of those orbs, if I can call it that, and begin to experience that potential. So if you have an idea of greatness, pursue it if you care to, or not if you care to. It matters not. The only thing that's important is that you understand what the world has forgotten, that you are the superhero, that you are all powerful. All power under heaven and earth is yours. God loves you. Everyone in this room loves you, even if they don't know it yet. And I love you. And I thank you for giving me a few moments of your time today. Thank you.